Our trip from the town of Waterford on the south coast of Ireland up to Arklow in the Irish Sea was supposed to have 10 to 12 knots of wind, which would have given us a smooth overnight sail. But that was not the case. Just out of the harbor, wind completely disappeared on us. But we decided to continue on through the night and into morning and motor the 60-mile journey, getting just the slightest push from our sails when possible. We have arrived in the town of Arklow, just right around noon right now, and luckily we had a very good entry. This is a place we're a little concerned about, can be tricky sometimes according to the guides, but we did not get to sail it, unfortunately. Got out of the harbor last night, I think we were kind of mentioning that winds were light, and even though they were supposed to be around 10 knots, which would have given us just enough forward movement to slowly make our way here, they were literally zero. We got out of the harbor and our wind sensor just went down. So Matt was thinking that he would have rather gone back in, anchored, waited like a day or two until there were good winds to sail up, but honestly we were just getting so far behind schedule getting up to Norway that I wanted to push on and motor through the night just to make the miles while there is an option to motor. So that is what we did. But the motor itself wasn't too bad. We started out with around 1.5 meter seas with 5 seconds between them, so getting tossed around a little bit side to side at first, but through the night they calmed down, and then by morning it was just flat calm. So it was really great motoring weather. We had that on our side, and then of course as soon as we made the turn to start coming into the harbor here, winds picked up to 15 knots out of the south, which was perfect sailing weather, but unfortunately there's just not that many harbors, and we've got some really strong northerly winds on their way in the next few days, so we know we're going to have to tuck in and wait them out, and unfortunately every place around here is so expensive, so we did choose the cheapest place to wait them out. But so far this town looks pretty cute from the water. Probably not going to have much more sun over the next few days, so we'll have to enjoy it where and when we can. But yeah, we'll just have to keep watching the weather to see when we can continue north. Hopefully things don't get too bad with those northerlies, but we'll keep you updated on conditions here.
This morning.
Perfect morning coffee time on board. Even Georgie gets to get out and enjoy it. Thinking this is gonna be the last sun we'll see for 4 to 5 days?
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rocky and rolly and cold.
I think this is like one of the best sunny mornings we've had in Ireland so far.
I think it's the only sunny morning we've had in Ireland.
We had 1 or 2 in Waterford.
Did we? Okay.
So, coffee round 1, almost done. Coffee round 2, about to start. Sadly, it is our last night in Arklow. Actually, it should be our last night in Ireland, and if you can tell behind me, it's a little drizzly. It's been like that the past couple days. The first few days here we had were actually gorgeous. The sun was out, there was barely a hint of wind, so instead of like editing videos or doing any real work like we're supposed to when we settle down in a place for a few days, we just kind of sat out on deck and had coffees and played with Georgie and wandered around a little bit, just otherwise enjoyed ourselves. And the storm that did come, we really didn't feel the winds that were in here, but the unfortunate part of Arklow with north winds, or like north storm, which we were getting, is that the entrance to the river is exposed to the north, so it can get some swells. And although they do have an actual like tucked in marina here, it's kind of a hard maneuver, and again, this boat just does not reverse very well. So we decided just to go on the pontoon out in the river and had a few days of just like these swells wrapping in and bashing against the dock. It was a little uncomfortable, but yesterday it settled down. And today it is quite calm except for the rain. But we are going to have the perfect send-off. One of our followers, Brendan, lives just a few miles from here, and he's going to come over and take us out for dinner to an authentic Irish pub, he said, one that his daughter works at. He should be here any moment, and then we're gonna go get our Irish on, which I'm happy to do, half Irish. So that, and we just tidied up the boat and kind of got it ready for passage tomorrow so that we can be off first thing.
That's a little bit of John's irony.
This is Johnny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sing it, John.
Now let's go.
Alrighty.
That's hold on. Yes.
You take the drinks? Yeah.
Getting the private tour.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, this is where it all happens.
Where the magic happens.
Get me. There's everything here, yeah. There's different strengths, but that's what the smell of the WB or something that you would get some of the ones would be strong ones, New Zealand ones, because it's like a grapefruit. It's like a fruity. It's like grapefruit, really.
So we just concluded a tour of the factory, and now I'm going to do a few samples here.
This is a different one. This is kind of a dry taste of their finish. Yeah, no, that's the brute.
Okay.
That's it. You get the kind of the fruity hops on that one.
I can really smell the fruitiness of this. This is good.
Now,
And
that's the WB now, so that's the 6.5%. It's like the same as that can there.
Yes. Let's try some.
Dank IPA.
Ooh.
Very fruity.
I like this one. I like all of them. I've got my whole collection here going. We're on our way to Scotland now. Just untied the dock lines from Arklow. Luckily there was only one boat behind us because there's no place to motor forward and kind of turn around in a basin. You have to have initially backed yourself in or back yourself out at departure. And we checked the forecast like just before we left. Said we were supposed to be departing in a good like 12 to 15 knots of southwest winds, and as we're exiting the bay here, there is just nothing happening. We've got the head sail out. It was good for a second. Now it's just vlogging and flapping around. So we do still have the engine on, but we are also fighting a 3.2 knot current right now. I think that's going to last for about 3 more hours until it turns, and then we'll have it on our side pushing us along. But the weather looks like it's going to be great. Might have a little light patch tomorrow evening, but otherwise we're looking forward to a very comfortable sail to Fort William in Scotland, where we'll be at the start of the Caledonian Canal. Georgie girl. It's not comfortable.
Who puts their kitty on a wind channel?
Sitting in my little fortress of solitude out here in the cockpit. Matt, well as we could at the moment while we're kind of bouncing around here, rigged up what's normally our aft shade to block the wind from getting us here a little bit, since, again, we're doing a downwind sail. But we did happen to find the winds, thankfully, just a few miles offshore. So right now we are doing probably around 6 knots. We still have a little bit of that counter current against us. So we're going outside this set of banks right now. There was a windmill farm right out where we were, and through there is some really, really shallow water. And then just north of us is another set of banks where we're actually going to, instead of staying close to the shore, jump out further into the Irish Sea and ride that up. And the hope is that when the tide shifts, we'll have a much stronger current pushing us north. But the sun is out, so that's really nice. And although the seas are a little short in stack, they're not too bad right now. You know, nothing we can't handle, nothing that's too uncomfortable right now. It's just hiding from that chilly wind. That's the biggest part of this right now. So just keeping an eye out for the markers out here. Again, we're kind of like cutting through the banks right now, so need to pay close attention to all of the markers they have laid out for that, all of the buoys. And yeah, just listening to some music. Still getting just a little Wi-Fi service offshore here, so listening to Spotify while it's still available. But so far it's looking like it's going to be a great passage up to Fort William.
Thank you for watching our journey across Ireland. Hit the subscribe button and bell to be notified of new episodes. And if you would like to support production and get extras, sign up to become a patron today.